But again, let me be explicitly clear about this, okay? This shit happens all the time. Women lie, they try to trap you, they gaslight you, they are emotionally erratic, right? I can't be sitting here telling you guys like, look, the red pill tells you the truth about women and not give Abba the benefit of the doubt here when it comes to this woman probably being erratic and nuts, especially when she's pregnant. Okay? I am not doubting the fact that she's nuts. As a matter of fact, I would concede that she probably is nuts. But here's the big difference.
Myron Gaines responded to Abba's, I guess, ex-baby mama, and it seems like he's on Abba's side more than he isn't, which is surprising. Yeah, he's still calling him out, trying to call him a hypocrite, but what he said about the woman is just like, it's obvious. I don't see how Stevie Knight from Night Talk didn't see this particular woman's character, but he disliked Abba and preached so much that it clouded his judgment, where she could send the video to Night Talk and he just give no pushback. Like, that ain't real. But let's get into at least Myron. I don't even like Myron, but at least he got a real or some type of real bone in his body when it comes to this dynamic. Let's get into it.
Well. Gentlemen, welcome to the stream, baby. I don't pull out the suit often, but when I do, it's typically to call out a piece of shit that's the biggest hypocrite on the internet. Okay? You guys might know him as Abba, Zaba, or Jafar. But what he really is a scumbag that's been lying, talking shit, sitting on his moral high ground for years. He's been on YouTube for like 10 plus years, right? I have integrity. I am honest. I am above everyone else. I'm above reproach. Well.
Authentic, most honest, and
To their message, because these are the guys that always take the moral high ground. These are the guys that are always very honest, unbiased, nuanced, integrity.
There's something really great about seeing someone be authentic, most honest, and real about this. I'm gonna be telling you the truth like that. See someone be true to their values. I'll be honest with you. You want to get online and say a bunch of racial, I hope those people get canceled. It's not because you're someone who values integrity that you should expect that in everyone else. Well, we are valuing authenticity and honesty and integrity. Honest, honest and true way. Proof that people are telling the truth. And that to me makes me optimistic about the future.
I mean, honestly, guys, if they're going to lie. So as you guys can see, right, here's the gist of it. Let's give you guys a summary of what basically went down. Basically, long story short, what happened was Abba was seeing this girl for like 5 months, got her pregnant, right? He's running around with this narrative of like, oh, yo, like, I want her to have the kid and all this other stuff. Now, let me be very clear about this with this girl, okay? Because we're going to react to her video here. We got the full 19-minute video here because, we knew that it would go down. So we already got it here. We're ready to go. We're going to go through this thing. Let me be very blunt about this. These chicks are crazy, okay? I have no doubt in my mind that she was gaslighting him. I have no doubt in my mind that she's probably not being 100% transparent. I have no doubt in my mind that she's probably nuts, okay? Let me be clear about that. I have no doubt in my mind about any of that stuff. However,
Stevie Knight seen this video and he didn't say none of this. Oh, how can he do that? How he is such a bro. Come on, be objective, bro. Every time some videos come out when the dynamic with a woman and a man, you always have to wait for the other side. You most definitely can have your opinions, but like, let's see what they say before entirety that you have this particular opinion. Now, what I did was point out some discrepancies within the things that she was saying, trying to make it frame like he wanted the abortion first when it actually was her. You feel me? Let's see what Myron Gaines say.
Mr. Accountability over here, who made a huge thing with talking about Fresh when he knocked up an Asian girl. What does he do? He does the same exact thing with a chick that looks like Sneeko.
The context of that, when people saying Abba did the same thing they did, Abba did not do the same thing they did. In 10 years, you never heard Abba in a scandal with a woman until now. The particular woman, Walter Weeks, whatever his last name is, his woman was an escort. Clearly an escort. They go crack the OnlyFans girls that they talk about. You feel me? The ones that they bring on their podcast, they go crack them and wife them and get in relationships with them. This is the complete opposite of what Abba did, right? He actually wanted a family with this woman and found out she was crazy. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to withdraw from this. I wanted the baby at first, but you've been manipulating me and holding this over my head. Every time we get in an argument, you say you're going to go abort the child. So I'm like, at this point, it is not the exact same thing. And if any man looking at this and don't have a bias, you can see it's not the same thing, but it's similar. Similar circumstances, different type of women, same results.
You know, I find that very, very interesting because it's like, bruh, all you do is talk shit about other people. You talk shit about them taking L's. You say that I have integrity. I am honest, blah, blah, blah. And let's just be honest here. Like that whole streaming.
Don't Fresh and Fit, all they do is talking shit about other people. Like you went out to DDG for what? Because this girl was in the news and they had a situation. You went out to Akash for what? Because he embarrassed you. Like all you do is talk about people, bro. We content creators. And we do commentary and reaction. All you do is talk about people.
He did was a damage control fest. He knows she's sitting on more evidence. He knows that she could come out with more evidence. So he obviously didn't reveal everything that he has. She's going to probably respond and reveal what she has. And we're just going to see this whole thing go down. But again, let me be explicitly clear about this. Okay? This shit happens all the time. Women lie. They try to trap you. They do bullshit. They gaslight you. They are emotionally erratic, right? I can't be sitting here telling you guys like, look, the red pill tells you the truth about women and not give Abba the benefit of the doubt here when it comes to this woman probably being erratic and nuts, especially when she's pregnant. Okay? I am not doubting the fact that she's nuts. As a matter of fact, I would concede that she probably is nuts. But here's the big difference. Mr. Integrity, Mr. I hold everyone accountable, Mr. I am holier than thou, Mr. I'm on my moral high ground all the time, Mr. I'm gonna go ahead and talk shit about Fresh for getting some Asian girl pregnant, right? Remember that? Remember that? You were doing the same shit with someone that looks like...
Man, Fresh was getting finessed financially, bro. And then Black Bell with a baby that she probably never had, just like this woman. Abba is not saying she was financially, finessing him. Although he did say he spent more money, which he probably was financially finessed. But she tried to appear like this soft and feminine and fit and intelligent woman, and she not, bro. She a whole manipulative snake. It just came in a different form. And y'all know me, I'm not no manosphere nigga. I'm not about to get on here and talk about relationships all the time like these niggas do. But it's viral and it's interesting, and I'm speaking on it.
Sneeko, bruh. You basically had sex with Sneeko with a wig. Okay? Dead ass.
That's gay.
Shout out to my guy Sneeko, by the way. Now it makes sense why you're so obsessed with him. I always wonder, like, yo, what's this guy's beef with Sneeko, bruh? Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Okay? So the reason why I'm cooking your dumbass is because of the way that you purport yourself to be. Because you had no problem with attacking Fresh relentlessly for months. You had no problem talking all kinds of shit about him getting an Asian girl pregnant. Remember? I don't want to kill the baby. right? Meanwhile, you're over here with this Asian chick. Get on the baby. So that's why I'm roasting you. If you were anybody else or whatever, this wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't. I wouldn't care. Dudes get chicks pregnant or girls try to trap niggas all the time, bro. But given who you are, the piece of shit that you are, the fact that you've been talking shit about everybody, trying to act holier than thou, that's why I'm cooking your dumbass, because you are a big hypocrite. And you know what's kind of funny too? Because I've been saying this for years about your monkey ass. I really have. I've been telling y'all forever, yo, this guy Alba's a snake. He's not who he says he is. It's a little strange that he always keeps his private life private, right? Me and Fresh have been very transparent. You guys have seen our W's, you guys have seen our L's. We've talked about it. We've been out there. But these two idiots out of Canada do everything in their power to not really let their audience know what they do behind the scenes.
Didn't his woman get exposed? And didn't he get his bitch took by somebody? Like, it's so ironic. A lot of these red pill guys and the guys that criticize the red pill guys, y'all all have the same issues when it come to women. All of them. You red pill, you got issues with a bitch. You ain't red pill, you got issues with a bitch. And y'all come try to criticize each other. That's why I be staying out of it.
And now I can see why. Now I can see why. As a guy that's extremely critical of the red pill could have saved your dumb ass here. You might want to go pick up one of my books, Why Women Deserve Less and Why Women Deserve Even Less. You probably wouldn't have had these issues, honestly, right? You over here getting trapped by a chick after 5 months of dating. Like what? That's crazy work.
That is crazy.
That's crazy work. And the fact that your facts and circumstances are identical to Fresh makes it even funnier. Makes it even funnier. And then the cherry on top is that she looks like Sneeko with a wig. But anyway, let's go ahead and go through this thing.
That's a pretty woman.
Let's go through a video.
I like only black women. This is a pretty woman though. They keep saying, oh, she looks like Sneeko with a wig. Like, I don't even see the resemblance. Michael Jackson, okay, yeah. But these niggas are weird.
I'm going to be very fair, okay? Because I know that she's obviously going to sensationalize stuff because we all know how women are when they're angry and they want revenge. And we'll kind of go through this.
Hi, my name is Libby, and I was a girlfriend of ABBA from ABBA and Preach. We were together for 5 months.
5 months.
And involved with each other for about 8 months total, but 5 months of that was a serious, committed relationship. I know when someone...
Hey, bro, you got to vet women longer than that, man. Come on, bro. About to have a kid with her? That quick?
Thanks.
Come on, man.
Thinks 5 months, they think what can really happen in 5 months, but I think most would agree the first 5 months.
Yeah, this girl's name, we're going to call her Sneakita.
I'm going to say this. I don't think this woman was ever pregnant. She ain't show no goddamn pregnancy test. Didn't show no ultrasound. You feel me? Ain't show no proof of her actually getting an abortion. I don't think this woman was ever pregnant.
Okay, we're going to call her Sneakita.
Of a relationship can feel very intense and be filled with a lot of love. And that means you can feel the opposite of that intensity if things are not aligning or if things are not compatible. I'm going to be talking about a pregnancy in which ABBA ultimately walked away from. And I'm going to be talking about...
And this is how manipulative bitches be. You wanted the abortion first. He wanted the child. You kept flip-flopping, trying to control his emotions about wanting the child by using an abortion as a weapon to get rid of the child. Eventually, he said, I don't want nothing to do with you. We're going to react to the phone call that she put out. She just leaked. We're going to react to that after this. But you over here provoking a man for a reaction. you are inciting a level of violence or a level of outrage and him crashing out to try to say, look, this is how he is. Nah, bitch, you done that. People just don't react and have this crash out behavior for nothing. You pushed that man to the point. You even said it in your original video.
The difficulties and the emotionally harmful interactions I've had with Abba. I want to acknowledge something up front, and that is, I know exactly who I'm speaking about. I know exactly who Abba is. Abba is articulate. He is persuasive, and he is calculated. Abba is the...
And that's when I knew that this story is credible right away, because the thing with Abba that I've been telling you guys for a while is that he's one of these guys that's very vindictive and very maniacal, right? He doesn't let on his snakiness up front. He tries to play it off and be like, oh, I'm transparent. I'm just like you guys, blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. Like that entire 2-hour cope stream there's a reason why bro is drinking alcohol and like awkwardly dancing to make himself feel better.
A snake calling a snake is crazy. Because didn't you snake Kevin Samuels when he was alive? That's a topic for that's a video for another discussion, goddamn.
Like, let that sink in, chat. This is a guy that's never bothered, never annoyed, right? Always happy. Bro is drinking Korean alcohol, bro. Okay? So he's going to go ahead and try to like let it on like, oh, it's not a big deal. But he knew once Stevie Knight dropped this video on this chick that it was just a matter of time and he's got to get ahead of it. That's why he made that video.
Or the dude is stressed out because he was an expecting father, or he believed he was an expecting father and she got rid of his seed. Knowing the fact that it's a low possibility that the man can have children. See, people they just think this shit is just, oh, funny games and not just thinking about the mental of men. You, Myron Gaines, speak on the manosphere and men having issues, but you giving him some grace about this woman being batshit crazy, but you're not going in deeper into how that affect the man. If he wanted the child, she didn't, and she got rid of it. Of course he gonna be drinking right now. Of course the nigga gonna feel some type of way. And then he gotta relive it because she bringing this shit to the internet. That's how I see it. Excuses, valid excuses.
That's why he went live. That's why he showed you guys doctor text messages. That's why he only played phone calls, portions of phone calls, after he started recording, after finding out that she was recording, by the way. Okay? All damage control. All damage control.
The king of receipts. And
again, am I absolving her of responsibility? Hell no. You could already tell this chick is crazy. But it's Abba's fault for getting with a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the guy that loves criticizing people's relationships, loves attacking people, loves, making endless videos on people's misfortunes.
God damn, my shit getting crazy. The fuck?
Oh, well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
And anyone who really knows Abba would not willingly put themselves in the position I'm putting myself in right now, unless their experience was significant enough to speak on. I'm not here to cause spectacle.
They always have that low, trying to seem non-combative, trying to seem non-victim. She's trying to sound like Michael Jackson. Anybody knows Abba. They know he's methodical. They know he's kings. Bitch, you sound crazy. You sound crazy.
This is all informational, and I'll just leave it up.
And I'll give you guys credit. I'll give this idiot credit because he's done a great job of hiding his background for what? These guys been on YouTube since 2012, right? We've been able to dig up stuff of him getting pegged and doing all the weird shit that he does, right? But I always knew something was weird.
You can't say, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know Abba. I don't know Myron, but I did see Myron laying in the bed with another man kissing on his face or some shit like that. That was real. So y'all two birds of the same flock. Let's put it out there. Abba, y'all just got a different mindset. Y'all the same.
About this guy because he puts out a front to you guys when they're reacting to videos, whatever. Nobody really knows anything about Abba or Preach, Anus and Reach. Nobody really knows, right? And that's fine. Look, you guys want to be YouTubers. You guys want to go ahead and give commentary and give your reactions, all this other stuff, right? And you'll throw stones when you live in a glass house. That's all good. But don't get mad when people do the same thing back to you, okay?
I don't think he's mad.
It took a decade plus of you keeping your weirdness behind the scenes. But what's done in the dark will always come to light, my friend.
For interpretation.
It's not weirdness. It's a bitch coming out saying he didn't want a child with her after she wanted the abortion first. It's a private life. Keep your private life private. This is the best way it could ever happen. That they broke up after the fact, and now I caught chasing that bitch coming out talking about he wasn't gonna be a father, so I got an abortion. Come on, bro. We see through this shit. The real see through this shit. The niggas that haven't dealt with a lot of women can't see what Abba is going through to be fly. They just think, oh my God, he is fresh. These niggas lame. All of them.
I met Abba July of 2025, last year. And it was...
Shout out to Miss Platinum. Also, I want to shout out to 3 Dickless with 25 gifted earlier. And guys, just so y'all know, I am going to get off YouTube here in a second, go to Kick Only. Because if I really want to cook, I can't cook on here like that. As you guys know, YouTube is trash. Worst platform ever. That's where these bum-ass niggas make their life living is YouTube. YouTube is trash.
It's trash, but if you look in the top right corner, most of his goddamn viewers are coming from YouTube. It's only trash because they demonetized them multiple times. And now they can't get the money because they was one of the top super chatted channels. I think they were the top super chatted channels for a few years straight. It wasn't trash then until he started doing the racist, jive, Nazi shit. He started doing that. They got on his ass. Oh, free speech. I don't have freedom of expression. Okay, you can have that, but not on my platform. You can do whatever you want. You're not going to go to jail for this. You're not going to, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get you up out of here because we don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But he really don't say much after this, but we about to get into the phone call she just leaked about Aubrey and Preach.